Doing?
Hello and welcome everybody out there in YouTube and D&D land. Before we jump into the action today, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. All of those things help us out tremendously. If you're interested in joining our community, we do have open slots available. You can go through our Patreon, which is listed down in the description below, in order to gain access to them. And I believe that's going to be everything from me. Go ahead, Tosha, and give us that recap.
Last time? Man, last time was full of twists and turns. We were starting off by cracking open into that vault to see what this Volshirk was trying to get after and try to hopefully take it from them. And after some very good rolls by our resident artificer, Lily, we got it open, able to crack the outer defenses, and we were getting ready to open it. And that's when, for the one time in his life, Bernie had a chaotic moment and thaumaturgied the door, causing necrotic gas to spill out of that vault, damaging Clover, myself, and Lily, and killing Lily in the result. And I thought he was a lawful good one. In the ensuing panic of us trying to bring her back, we found out that divine magic did not work to bring her back. So the first thing that the party ended up thinking of was, well, on Clover's behalf, call a demon, which got into the minds of Bernie and Miriam until I ended up banishing it. Just barely quick enough that Miriam didn't get off a counterspell to cancel that banishment before Jerial went over and ripped Lily's head off, saving it from being destroyed.
That is an important distinction. Thank you, Wyatt. It was a devil, not a demon.
Sorry,
Very
devil,
big difference.
Devil, not demon. My apologies. After which, since we were still exhausted, we were trying to think of ways to bring her back, of who we had contacts with. Empire, third party, Tal'Dorei, everything. And we ended up going to sleep that night just very hurt. Waking up the next morning, I started setting up sendings and auguries to try and figure out who we could go to help, before Miriam got a sending from her mother saying, or his mother saying, that Lily's stuff was going haywire and had to break the news to his mom that Lily died. To which his mother said, "Get back here now." Upon such, we used a teleportation circle to head to the Lyceum, where everyone except Miriam was suddenly paralyzed, until Clover, and being Clover, decided to subtle spell to spell on herself, at which point she almost got her head lopped off. Man, 2 for 2 would have been crazy. After talking down everyone and explaining the situation, especially when the headmaster came in, or sorry, interim headmaster, temporary headmaster? Temporary headmaster.
Yeah.
We were teleported again to the house of Miriam's mom, where emotional damage happened. Thankfully, no one died from that yet. And the process known as Forge Protocol happened after Miriam figured out what was happening. Lily, being the insane dragonborn she was, prepared for her own death with a robotic body. Then, after a week of Miriam researching, her mother researching, me channeling the spirit of Lily through borrowed knowledge, we were able to bring her back with the help of Jeriel and Burn. After our deities appeared before her in the afterlife. The Platinum Dragon, the Moonweaver, Mama Vusi, and two we didn't really recognize, at least based off or the Lawbearer. And was it one or two that we didn't really recognize? Lily didn't really recognize. Either way, she chose that she wanted to come back, and just as the Platinum Dragon was calling her arrogant, she's like, "Yep, that's me," before being woken up in a Warforged body. And that's where we left the session off, with a group hug.
A period of tears and laughter go by. A few minutes where you all are closer than you've been thus far. Seeing the emotion rise and the helpful nature of each of you towards one another. It is a touching scene, even for those of you that are difficult to feel touched. After all of that, Lily, your mom wipes away her tears, takes a step back. So, how long were you planning for something like this to happen?
Well, I mean, technically it wasn't meant for myself. It was just in general, and it was just, one of those possibilities. And I'm just, I like to be prepared for anything, really, if I can. Honestly, I didn't expect you all to do this. And speaking of, I need to make some. I might need to see Uncle Schmidt to get some help with this. This is adequate, but could be better. And Lily kind of gestures to like an arm that looks like it's only barely hanging on by some stuff, because she's the artificer, not the party.
Yeah. They did what they could with what they had.
I mean, we did what we could, and I tried to channel your spirit the best I could.
But I mean, this body is only temporary, right? Yeah. I thought we were doing this to sort of like get the spirit back before doing some other thing.
Well, I honestly didn't think that far ahead, yet. I was more concerned with getting her back over anything
Right, of
else.
course. Yeah, and yeah.
We
Bernie
could
kind of-
absolutely look into it, though.
Yeah.
By the way, Bernie, I have something I need to tell you after all that. It's the moment I realized that when that vault opened, I just need to tell you something really quickly. And then Lily's just gonna unarmed attack him, like punch him, like really hard in the shoulder.
And how hard does this new body strike? Go ahead and roll us a straight strength check.
So just to iterate, I'm not using the Thunder Gauntlet thing because
Of course, that's why I said strength.
But,
That's
yeah. So
send
just
him flying through the
strength check.
fucking window. Just and she packs a hell of a punch now in this new constructed form.
Yeah, I deserve that.
I mean, yes, but well, there's things I want to talk with you and you, Tulsha, about. And once I fix this up, yeah, I need to put it through its paces. Hey, Jeriel, would you mind, once I fix this up, would you mind helping me out with that?
I don't really have much experience fixing
Oh, no, I'll be fixing it. What I mean is, someone to help me test its combat capabilities once I finish.
Oh, yeah, that's not a problem at all.
Yeah, and I'm sure you've probably been antsy the last. How long was I gone?
It's only
He-
been a few days.
4 days, I think.
Right. Wait, so it, is Natalie in the room? Clover in the room?
Yeah, she helped bring you back.
Okay, just making sure. Okay. Well, yeah, there's a lot to do, and we still are on a timeline here. I'm pretty sure, Miriam, I know you've been silent this entire time, but I'm pretty sure you're going to need to explain some things at Lyceum, so you might need to do that sooner than later.
Yes, I think I do have to check in with all of them. Thunderbrand is acting headmaster right now.
But I'm sure they would love to get some of the details that we have not been able to really pass off all that well.
I should actually go talk with them very soon. Um, they've been patient as of now, but I don't want them prying around here with what we just did. Just in case.
I mean, if anything, just let them know that if there's a will, there's a way. But you should go off and do that now. Well, right.
He'll give you another hug and then head over towards his room to draw his teleportation circle in.
Well, I. Well, yes, we still have things to do. But seeing as we're here now, there are a few things I'd like to get taken care of. I need to make an official report to my commander and get to Stilben. I've already asked if I can. Well, if the Elysium can be of assistance in that regard.
Right.
And I also want to check in on my mom.
That's honestly fair given circumstances. Um, as I said, Tolsha, when you have a chance, I do want to talk to you one-on-one sooner rather than later.
I'm not going anywhere. And as much as I'd love to see my mom right now, there's more pressing things.
And there is one thing I would like to know, Lily. After you died, well, the details aren't that important, I suppose, but what... Do you know something about Kurt? Has something happened to him? Is there something I should know?
Like Lily definitely kind of like she was facing Tolsha, but her eyes like are looking at you, Bernie, and there is a silence there. You can tell she is trying to think here before she says, yes, there is something you should know. However, I want to be sure about some things before I can reveal it. Would you be patient enough to wait till tomorrow?
Not if that is something that concerns his well-being. What is it?
It's weird having to sigh, but then having no breath. In the report that I was reading from the Volstrucker about us, as well as the other members, there was mention of Kurt. And it was written that he has been dealt with. And at the time, I didn't tell you simply because I didn't want you to be distracted and worried in a dangerous place right there. I was going to actually tell you after we had dealt with the vault stuff, and well, technically, still, that's what I'm doing now.
Right. Well, you see, Byrne looks kind of annoyed at this. That's not your place to decide, Lily.
Well, one of the things that I would hope to have confirmed before you strong-armed me into revealing it was getting with Tulsha to ask her, and she kind of looks to you, Tulsha, if you could scry onto Kurt to see what his status is.
Yeah, we need to know. I need to know.
I can't do it today.
Which is why I was hoping this sort of revelation could be dealt with tomorrow. My only hope is that these Volstruckers are not stupid enough or not short-sighted enough to have dealt with him via death, because that would mean that they would have not just one, but several people there aiming for their absolute destruction. Whereas if he is still alive, which I believe he is, he will be used as leverage against us.
I mean, the sending went through. I just didn't get a response, so that's a good sign.
Right, and well,
because
I call this whatever you want, I suppose, but I don't have the sense that he is dead. We've always shared a sort of, I don't know, unknown bond, I suppose.
Telepathic twin link?
Something like that, I guess you could say. We're not telepathic with each other, but I mean, at some points I feel like we've been able to sort of like feel each other's feelings, and I feel like I would probably have sensed something if that had happened. Is that the word dealt with? Was that verbatim what it said in the reports?
Joey, I believe that's what it was verbatim, but
Dealt with, yes.
Dealt with.
Right.
Yes.
Because
dealt with was what he had in his notes about it.
Knowing
Okay,
Kurt, that can actually be taken literally. They may have reached some form of deal with him.
So you're saying that the Volstruckers can never burn down or stop a wildfire in a forest?
That would actually be sort of... I wouldn't put it past him to put in some sort of... They might have underestimated him. But, well, I mean, he's a slippery fellow. I mean, I don't mean to talk ill of my own brother, of course, but...
Well, that's exactly who you're supposed to be talking ill of.
Well, I'm sure, yeah. I mean,
But first and foremost, we do need to ensure that he is safe. And while we're at it, Tulsha, would you be able to also tomorrow check in on Cheryl to see how she is?
Yeah, I can do it of the either two ways. Actually, speaking of, yeah, I could even do it through my channel divinity if needed. Because I do have a vial of both of their blood.
Well then, That seems as good a shot as any.
I still need to get one from Clover at some point.
What? No, you don't need my blood.
Look, I sorry. I'm just glad you're back, Lily.
I'm glad I'm back too.
Uh,
Regardless, I think you all look rather emotionally, if not physically, exhausted. Let's get some rest. Miriam, go to Lyceum and deal with all the paperwork from your vagrant delinquency, and right, we'll discuss more of our plans tomorrow, I think.
yeah,
Wow.
you're gonna have to tell me what you saw on the other side at some point.
Now that that's brought up, Lily, you don't remember anything from the other side.
I don't
you,
remember.
You remember the creatures judging you and what they looked like, but that was it. Nothing else before them arriving.
I
Also, at this point, I guess Bernie, you might owe Lily a life debt.
No, that's one of the things I want to have a one-on-one talk with, but let's not talk about that stuff now.
So, Jeriel, did you see my message by any chance?
No, I didn't.
Okay, it's in Roll20.
Well, there is something else that came of this. And I think for the first time I have actually heard the voice of my goddess.
That's good.
It is, and that's actually precisely the word I heard as well. Good. Well, anyway, yeah, it's been a long day, and I'm glad you're back, Lily. Even if this is not how I would have wanted it. Can you even feel anything in that? Is it if I tap you on the shoulder here?
Ding, 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 ding.
The pain!
Yes, Lily, you do feel. Just not in the same way as you used to. Instead of feeling pain, you feel a notion that you should experience pain, and therefore you react in the same similar way.
It's like the simulation of pain, but it's not real, but it's the closest that like I could get, is what you mean, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and it's not pain because he's just tapping.
It's enough to make you instinctively react appropriately.
Yeah.
I feel.
All right. Well, it's just I mean, our purpose was to bring you back to life. It just it seems we've sort of achieved it. It's just I'm not sure I could.
I mean, if
you don't look alive, this is sort of like.
Well, Bernie, this seems like it's one of those times where if you're not gonna rest, you should quietly debate with yourself what is actually life. I mean, I'm still trying to come to terms with my own existence too, so.
Sure, but I mean, why quietly debate with myself when we can debate it ourselves?
Because
together?
my daughter is alive.
Well, yes, and I'm not trying to look a gift horse in the mouth, as it were.
Rather, if it is her body or another, there's been practices of magics to recreate people through the divine and through the natural realms for as long as magic has existed. As far as I'm concerned, this is just another way of doing it through Arcanum instead.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I do at least know that both the. I seem to feel like the Platinum Dragon had a voice in there at some point as well, but at least the Lawbearer has obviously supported this, so I mean, I'm not going to smite you for a heresy or anything like that.
I mean, not yet. Don't worry. I'll eventually get to that point.
Oh yeah,
And
I'm
she
sure.
she winks, but it's like,
Oh, I think your eye fell out.
yeah, as I said, it's just dangling there. I need to do some adjustments because this is adequate, but it could be much better.
Take your
Right.
time adjusting. All of you are welcome to stay here. We have extra space in the yard. The temperature is chilled but reasonable. We have a shed as well they can utilize. I've already cleaned up all of your belongings, Lily.
Thank you,
There
Mom.
weren't any other people that were coming along here, were they? Any of your friends or nothing like that? There's a shadow over by the window.
Somebody skulking in my yard.
Well, I assume maybe they were a friend or something, but yeah, I didn't recognize them.
Did you see
Nobody,
what they look like?
nobody was invited today other than you all. She goes over to the door, opening it, and starts looking around outside.
I go over as well, and I'm gonna use detect thoughts. In
Already?
the general direction.
Well, as you send out your sensory about you, you start looking around and scanning. Roll me a investigation to see if you can find a pinpoint area.
All right.
Detect thoughts targets a 5-foot area, so you're just going from one to another to another.
13.
13. You come across some thoughts around the edge of the building and hiding inside of some of the shrubbery they have here. And the thoughts are, and apparently they were utilizing some type of coil. I need to get my hands on that coil if I'm going to do this as well. Oh, this is so brilliant. Oh, beautiful.
I lean in close to. What's the name of the mother again?
Let me double check the bio because I didn't know it'd come up so much. Palau. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it because it was Miriam who came up with it. But I'll put it in chat.
Right. Well, there's someone over in that direction.
Palu.
Right.
She'll go over and looks at you for confirmation as to where, and she's right there.
Hmm.
Are you going to confirm?
Yeah.
Okay. She will call out, "Whoever you are trespassing on my land, reveal yourself immediately." You watch, Bernie, as a human stands out of the bushes and takes a step forward, who gives a very charming smile, and as they do so, you notice the slight pointing of ears that would suggest some lineage towards Elven within them.
Hmm.
Hello, I am studier at the Lyceum. I was coming by today to, well, see if there was any word from your son or daughter that they were going to be attending.
Stop
the
lying.
I want to know how you did that. Did what? You created artificial life. I want to know how. These practitioners have... they've been lost to any type of scholarly note in our realm. Yet you were able to create a life through mechanism. So you were skulking and peeping on personal affairs. I personally wouldn't put it like that. But he adjusts the glasses on his bridge of his nose. I'm a practitioner, similar to Lily. And I was curious about how you did all of that, especially without her.
Because I'm still having detect thoughts up until it lasts, until it ends. I mean, does he have any? Do I get the sense that he's having any sort of, what's the word? Extra thoughts, like insidious.
So, roll me an insight check to see if you get anything insidious from him as you're reading all of the surface thoughts.
Right. Ooh, 31.
Okay. Insidious, no. Tactical, yes. And there's something else about how his mind is moving that strikes you as noble? Like the way that he is articulating his thoughts and processing them before speaking, and yet he's speaking so fluidly and naturally and with a natural charm as well. You get the feeling he is in some way noble as well.
Right. Well, I don't mean to impose, Miss Sky Speaker, Mrs.
Miss.
Um.
Archpriest.
Right, Archpriest, Sky Speaker. But I don't get the sense that he's up to anything bad, really. I mean, maybe Lily would even appreciate having someone of similar interests to. I mean, she does need to restore this body a little bit more.
Oh,
perhaps.
Yeah. I would be very, very excited to learn from somebody who's capable of doing this.
Well, as I said, it's not my place, but I'd think Lily would probably want to speak with him.
Who are you, boy? I'm nobody of consequence, ma'am. I'm just here to observe. That's not what I asked you. Who are you, boy? I am Grant Sherlock Wesley DeRollo. You are one of the children to the DeRollo family in Whitestone. Yes. I'm just out here curiously trying to learn as much as I can.
Right. Well, I I think I'm going to head on in. Um, I'll let Lily know.
Please, I would be very appreciative for any information, tips, or knowledges of how this transpired that we can find. Um,
That's up to you.
let's mute him, just in case.
All right.
Oh, he's
Well,
back. Cool.
I'm just gonna head on back inside then and walk up to wherever Lily is. Lily, there's you have a fanboy out in the in front of the house.
Wait, a fanboy or a stalker? Because
Well, something. Yes. What was it? Grant DeRolo something.
oh, him, that little pipsqueak. Just a second. And Lily will basically go and retrieve him because I don't know if Grant was at the Lyceum, but I figure that Lily, while mostly keeping to herself, would probably kind of like pick on Grant a little bit.
So
not,
he was not a member of the Lyceum. He applied, but he did not get in on his own merits, and his mother is a firm believer in you have to earn your position. She will not simply just buy it for you.
Lily,
Fair
forget
enough.
out there. You might do you own a cloak so people don't get suspicious?
Well, I haven't really attuned to this in a while, so it'd be an hour. So Lily will just kind of put the hood up and all that to cover her entire metallic body, and then go out, basically grab him by the wrist and drag him inside.
Hi. Yes. Where did the construct go? Hello. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Lily. My name is Grant Sherlock Wesley DeRolo.
DeRolo, and I assume you're either some sort of inventor or wizard or of our practitioner of arcane stuff.
Much in the same way as my father, and you. Yes, I am a practitioner of tinkering and science.
Good. How far along are you in your studies?
May I present one of my constructs to you?
You may.
He reaches into his jacket and pulls out this massively large looking poodle that stands in his palm as he's propping it up as well. Activation, and it immediately snaps up, looks around, scans the room. No threats present.
Joey, may I roll a basically a straight up intelligence check or something? Because if I were, it's basically, can I do the battle master thing where it's like, what's this guy's level, quote unquote?
Which Battlemaster thing? Roll it in chat.
Oh, I don't have battle master. I'm just saying it's essentially that, except
Oh,
this is
you want to figure out what his abilities are?
like what's his experience as an artificer essentially?
Okay.
Like level, quote unquote, level range.
Roll me an insight check.
Oh yeah, that would probably be closer to one, yeah. And I will flash of genius that for +5, so 21.
21. He's around, give or take, a little bit beyond where you started this campaign at.
So like level 2, level 3.
A little bit beyond that, but yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, you certainly have the basics down. It's a little bit rudimentary, but I can see the room for improvement. All right, then. I need to make some adjustments.
Honestly, I just need notes, and I can figure everything else out myself. I'm an incredible study. I'm very hardworking. I'm just trying to... I promised my mother and people that I would leave the city and come back with a new grand invention to assist us in the war.
Well, I don't know so much about making constructs for that purpose other than what you already have, however, and Lily will then, reveal to put the cloak her down because she's the one who's been talking. You may take notes on while you assist me, and I may be able to teach you some things.
That is all I wanted. Thank you very much.
Okay. Hey, Mother, me and my new friend Grant here are gonna probably be in the shed for a bit. As I said, I need to adjust some things. Lily said she kind of like puts the eyeball falls out again. She puts it back in. And it'd be nice to have an assistant.
Very well. Can you all take turns making sure she's all right until everything is fixed?
Yeah.
Thank you. I have to, now that I think about it, report what I've been doing over the past week to my clergy.
Right. Oh, yeah, it's been a week. Sorry, your Minotaur wrestling tickets expired, Lily.
And on
Lily,
that jolly note, we're going to enter into our downtime, everybody.
if there was a camera, it would pan out to the outside of the villa, and it would shake as you hear a grand "No."
So, all of the private one-on-one conversations that you were trying to build up, we do have a channel inside of our Discord server meant for that stuff.
I can do that, yeah.
Yep, so you guys can just do that there. The in-character chat in the Sunday group, everyone. So initiate with one, have that conversation there. That's between you guys. That can be handled, no problem. At me if there's anything super duper important for me to keep knowledge on. If not, it'll wait until after I get back from vacation to read. But doing downtime stuff. Lily is tinkering on herself, fixing everything up as much as possible, and is going to be working on one item. That is her 1 week already dictated. Mirian is also spoken for the majority of his time as well. So, we'll start with you, Jeriel. Jeriel, is there something you wish to do during this week since you're in Singorn? Which I believe you've never been to before, right?
Yeah, never been there. Nothing I'm looking to do in downtime activities. He's just spending some time training, and that's it.
Alrighty. Are you training a particular skill or something? Or just staying fresh?
Nope. Staying fresh.
Alright, easy enough. Bernie!
Well, if the Lyceum or anyone else there is able to get me to Stilben or Drina, I would try to get that over with, but otherwise,
You can
I think
pay a mage.
to teleport.
Yeah. In Tal'Dorei, magic flows very freely here, and individuals are very highly well trained. You can easily find a powerful enough mage in Singorn to just teleportation circle you to another one.
All right. Well, how much does that cost?
Depends which of the two zones you're going to. Stilben is significantly more expensive than Drina.
All right. Well, I'd go to Drina first.
Alrighty. Getting teleported from Singorn to Drina, that is going to be 75 gold.
All right. Yeah, I'll do that.
And you're allowed to bring up to 5 individuals with you.
All right. So, yeah, I'd ask anyone if they wanted to join. Anyone in the party.
Yeah, random kid comes up. I wanna.
I mean, that's how Bernie got his first squire.
Yeah, right. All right. Nobody speaking up, so we'll take that as a no. Awesome. Then they will teleport you over to the city of Drina, and you arrive there, over by the beautiful lake there is a nice little port that has security surrounding one of the teleportation circles out here. As soon as you arrive, you are checked for any Zemnian paraphernalia, but as soon as they see your holy symbol, they allow you to have your Zemnian paraphernalia that you already have.
Yep.
Just in case, you know?
Yep.
But upon arriving, you are also escorted directly over towards the base for your commander? Captain Commander.
Well, the
correct?
commander, he would be in Stilben.
That is correct.
That's the headquarters of the. But
Oh, yeah, this is one of the training facilities in Drinna.
yeah, but I would yeah, so I'd like stop by here and just deliver a report that I would have written over the last few days while we were trying to figure out how to fix Lily.
Alrighty.
And yeah, hand that over to them.
Very good. And this will be the time that you receive your message from Lady Teresa. Or
Right.
another message from Lady Teresa after all of the other events transpire.
All right.
So,
Yeah.
you deliver your message. Where would you like to go next?
I'm going to head over to let me double check what the name of that was. Yeah, I'm going to head over to a tavern called the Odd Cod.
Okay. You go over
Let's-
to a very rowdy, energetic tavern that's a little on the dirty and unkept side, but as far as taverns go, this is one that is a more community-based tavern. There are individuals who come in here and hang out, but it's mostly just the day-to-day drinkers who sit here inside of the tavern.
Yep. And going in there, I'll just try to not draw too much attention to myself at first and keep an eye out for my mother, who presumably still works there as a tavern wench,
Alrighty.
as it's so honorably called.
So, roll me a stealth check at first.
Oh. That's not gonna work. Still wearing my armor, so yeah.
Hey, a 10!
Hey!
For commoners, that's pretty damn good.
Yeah.
As you're sitting there waiting at your booth, eventually a tavern wench comes over towards your table. All right, sir, what can I do for you today? Without looking up from her small little notepad that she has, you look over at your mother, and she seems to not look at you yet.
Well, hi, Mom.
Very funny. That's... Oh my god. Bernie!
Yeah, I'll stand
And
up.
she'll immediately wrap her arms like that awkward you were trying to stand just now. You're like holding against the booth and
just
hugging.
Right.
Oh, look at
Hi.
your antlers. They've gotten so big.
They're horns.
Horns. I get it. You want to sound more manly, but antlers are cool too. And anyway, everyone, it's my boy,
No,
my youngest.
Oh. Damn it, I shouldn't.
And
All right.
several of the guys immediately stand up. Hey, it's Bernie! And people start like waving and shouting, and immediately a guy calls out, "Hey, get him a drink on me!" And like a bunch of the regular lushes of the tavern.
Right. Yeah. Hey, everyone. Good to see you're all in your regular shapes and sizes.
Well, you know, nothing around here ever changes. And when you look at her after she says that, you do notice like new streaks of gray in her hair.
Right. Well, you look good as always, Mother.
Of course I do. Keeps the business good, keeps the coin flowing.
Right. I was wondering if I could have a moment with you.
Yeah. And she'll sit down at your booth.
Right. I'm somewhere preferably more private.
All right. Hey, Timmy! The barkeep looks over. I'm gonna take a 5. You're not scheduled for a break for another, 6 hours. Yeah, I'm gonna take a 5. And she just looks at you, Bernie, and you know how this usually has to go. You have to be a bit more muscle-oriented to...
She's going to take a 5.
All right. Only 5. Thank you, son. And she brings you outside and behind the building where there's exactly one individual back here, a lush who seems to have already tapped out for the day.
Right. Well, first of all, it's good to be back. I didn't plan on being away for so long.
I wasn't planning for you to be away that long either. By the way, I've been
No.
saving all of that money you've been sending back.
Oh, right, good. I've got some more. I'm going to.
Yeah, it's just stashed away for you whenever you're gonna need it.
Well, it wasn't meant for for me. It was more for you.
I thought it was your... No, it's your savings. I'm not taking a penny from you. You work hard for it. It's your money.
Oh, well, I mean, it's fine, Mother. If you want to, it was sort of meant as a gift, you know.
Oh, hey, there's no way I can accept something that's large in money. I've never seen that much gold before in my life. It's yours. Don't worry. It's hidden away in my secret spot.
All right. Well, I have some unfortunate news. I'm afraid. Well, I don't.
Is your
know
brother in
exactly-
jail again?
No, I hope not. Maybe. I don't. All I know is that he's.
The mouth on that boy gets him in more trouble than I thought he was worth to begin with. You know, it is such an
I know.
aggravating thing to be a mother to someone who just never stops yapping and yapping and yapping, and the mouth just keeps going, and there's always something else he has
Mom,
to say.
I'm trying. He's. I know I said I'd try to. I'd look after him, but he's. He might be in a bit of trouble, and I'm going to look into it. I just want you to know that, just in case. And have you had any sort of strange encounters here or visitors lately?
Strange visitors. She gets a little pale for a second. No, of course not.
Mom, it's important that you're almost with me now.
I mean, it's not a big deal. There was just a couple of people coming around asking questions about you and your brother.
What sort of questions?
You know, how long you've been away, when you're coming back, you know, who your mother was, all that jazz. Don't worry. The people around here talk a lot, but they don't say very much. You know.
I know. But they didn't. Did they threaten you or anything?
None of them actually even talk to me. We talk a
Oh.
lot, but we don't say too much.
Right. Yeah. Good.
You know, we're a community. We look after each other. There was one blabbermouth over by the docks, though. Mentioned where your brother was, you know, out. He sent me a couple of letters, so I knew that he was in the menagerie. And I mentioned, of course, to a couple of the other people, the locals, you know, they care about you boys. You grew up around here, and, you know, they want to make sure you're staying out of trouble as much as you can be. You're troublemakers.
Right.
And, you know, they found out that he was down over there, and then ever since, they haven't come back.
All right. Well, I don't want to take up too much of your time. but it's. I won't go into the details of it. I'm glad you told me.
Not a problem at all. It was Jules, by the way, over on the docks. You know, the old fisherman.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I think I'll go have a word with him then.
Ooh, and make sure you come back here after you do. I'm gonna go get all of your money from the hiding spot. I'm gonna bring it back here for you, okay? So you can spend it on whatever it is to hopefully bail your brother out of jail or something. But you know, whatever you need.
Well, I don't think that'll be necessary.
It's nonsense. It's your money. You need it. It's fine.
Well,
I mean, unless you need me to keep saving it for you. I know how irresponsible you both are and how bad you are at saving your money.
Well, I actually have I'm not sure how to say this, but and I'll pull out the the ring that I bought in Hupperduke.
Is this?
It's for someone. I don't know how. Well, you've met Cecilia a couple times, right?
Right, of course, the beautiful young lady. Oh my goodness, you two are such an adorable little couple. You're going to.
Well, we're not. We can't. You can't say that. We're not. I mean, we're not allowed to.
You're not allowed to. Doesn't stop you. We know the rules don't apply to you, you boys.
No, they do. But all right. I just wanted you to know.
That is wonderful. I can't wait to have little grandbabies running around.
Oh no.
Oh, they're gonna be so cute. And you know, even if they do develop your horns, at least now I know how to raise a tiefling.
Right. All right. Well, I'll go and talk with Jules then. And by the way, do you know if Harold and Timron do they still live over on the corner there?
Oh, they're never gonna move out of that place.
Ah, good. I just figured I'd repay that bit of a thing.
Don't be getting yourself into any more trouble, okay? You look so good. Look at those
Thanks.
muscles. I mean, you've been working out, haven't you?
Well, it just comes with the territory. Sort of. I really like this new armor.
I'm sure by now you're what? You're a fleet master admiral of the third or something silly like that.
Right. I'm actually sort of suspended right now.
What did your brother do?
No, it wasn't him. It was well, it was actually my sister.
Sister. Young man, I think I would notice if another one of you shot out of me.
Right. But you wouldn't notice if it shot out of my father. Well, I'm not.
She immediately slaps you in the face and starts
laughing.
I
didn't mean it like that. It's just, if my father shot into someone.
I'm sorry.
No.
Third time's the try.
We have half siblings that we've connected with.
You met your father?
Yes, him too.
How is the bastard?
Well, he's still alive.
Well, since you met him, you can take his stash of gold he's been using me to fucking save as well and give it back to the bastard.
Wait, you have a stash of gold from him?
Yes, he's been sending me money every single month.
Oh.
Every single month. And you know, I've never spent a penny of it until I needed to bail your brother out of jail the first 3 times, and then you out of jail the first 2 times. And then I used a little bit more of it in order to get you into the academy program so that you could join the Navy and all of that jazz, and to pay for your armor that you needed. But most of it is still never spent. I didn't... He can have it back. I didn't want it.
Well, I mean...
You take this gold and give it back to him.
Right, okay. Yeah, sure, Mom.
And she's marching home right now. And go ahead and tell Tim I'm not going to be back for an hour.
I'll pop my head in the tavern and she'll be gone for an hour.
You expect me to run this place by myself for an hour?
I'll flick over like 3 gold pieces.
All right.
And then before heading over to the docks, I'll just stop by a house on the end of the street where the guy, there's a guy called Timron who's about my age, and his father Harold.
Mm-hmm.
Harold was the one who, at one point, broke my nose. So, and it's been crooked ever since. And I haven't seen him since we went to the academy. So I'm just gonna step over there and knock on the door.
The door opens up and you see a middle-aged, very day-hungover man. Fucking solicitors. What are you...
Hi.
Burn. Or Kurt, I can never tell you two apart.
Right. Well, it's Burn. I just thought I'd repay you something.
I never gave you anything.
No. Well, it went something like this, and I'll punch him in the face.
Give me an attack roll with your fist strength.
And this kills him.
And you can smite these. Keep in mind, it's
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
13 definitely hits a drunk man, and you crack right into his face, and he does take the extra little radiant damage of 7. Oh, fucking hell! And he collapses down to the ground, just bleeding profusely through his nose, and immediately you hear a younger man come running out here. Hey, what the fuck? Holy shit! As soon as he sees you, you recognize his son.
Right. He's fine. Now he's fine. I'll go and tap his foot once and give him restore him with lay on hands, and then I'll just turn around and walk off.
Fucking asshole! Dad, are you okay? And you just keep walking away.
Yeah.
The mean man hurt you.
That felt good.
All right, now you are officially transitioning into a vengeance paladin. Just
Yeah.
It's not very lawful to just punch someone for revenge.
So
I know,
now,
but
Jules.
he had it coming.
Long time coming.
Yep.
Jules.
Yeah.
Alrighty. You travel over towards the dock, and it's pretty easy to find Jules's little station out here. The older man, he's definitely older than middle age, but not quite enough for you to call him the old man yet. You know, he's just at that uncomfortable age where his back certainly fucking hurts from working, but he can still keep going, no problem.
Hi there.
Hey. Holy shit. Bernie? Or Kurt?
It's Burn.
Should have noticed you didn't say that many words. He comes over and, offers you a handshake.
Right. I've heard there was some peculiar guys a little while back asking about me and my brother.
Oh, yeah, apparently they said they were, they're looking to join your recruitment scheme or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, they were asking about you and your brother a lot. A lot of the other people around here didn't really trust them, but I mean, no, they seem like nice enough guys.
How long ago was this?
What?
How long ago was it?
I want to say maybe 2 months, maybe 3. I'm sorry, my head's a little foggy right now. He sits down.
What do you mean? Like, you can't remember?
No, I remember everything just fine. I ain't that old yet. All right, like my memory's fine. Memory's fine.
Is there something else you'd want to get off your chest?
What? No,
Perhaps?
no. It's all fine. Yeah, they wanted to join up with you guys for your recruitment and the bridge burners or whatever that scheme was y'all were working on. Huh. Yeah.
Hang on, just let me. So, yeah, this is like a day or so after we did the resurrection, right?
Yeah.
Right. So I still have my spell slots back, and I'll try just to dispel magic on him.
Okay. Let me look at something real quick. What are you targeting?
Any sort of effect that has him sort of enchanted, and yeah, if he's charmed or under some sort of mind fog spell.
Okay. You cast detect magic on him, trying to target something like that, but you don't seem to be capable of doing anything. And he kind of like shakes his head when you do that. What was all that weird stuff with your fingers?
Just a small blessing of the lawbearer.
Oh, yeah. Hey, can you tell that lawbearer to change the restrictions on fishing? I mean, I got my license last year. Why do I have to renew it again this year?
Well, you can pray for it yourself. Goodbye.
Yeah. All right. Take care, Bernie.
Yeah, you too. And yeah, I guess I'll after that start making my way to Steuben if I can get there.
All right.
Quickly.
Are you going to get the money that your mother was going to?
Oh
give
yeah,
back to you?
yeah. Yeah, I'll go and get that first.
Okay, so she hands you over 2 sacks of gold. This one is the one your father's been handing over all of this time, and then this one is yours.
Okay.
Tell that shooter he can shove his gold up his own ass.
Right. I'll make sure to do that.
Thank you. You're such a good boy. She'll like pinch your cheek.
All right. Thanks. I'll go over it quickly and just see how much money this actually is.
Yours or your father's?
Both.
Okay. From you to date, you have sent her 2,505 gold.
Yeah.
And to him, I'm going to message you that number.
1,000,005.
No. He doesn't have money like that. Come on.
I can see the malicious compliance in this world. Instead of paying your bills in gold, you pay it all in copper. You owe 100 gold. Here's 10,000 copper. Have fun.
All right. I'll yeah, hang on to that then.
Growing up, that probably would have made your life a lot easier.
Mm-hmm.
But pride is one thing that your family is very heavily saturated with.
Right. Well, thanks, Mom. I'm sure this will come in handy.
Yes, I'm sure it will. Hey, maybe that'll be a very nice little honeymoon for you, right? Hmm?
Sure. Yeah.
You might be able to go visit maybe the Menagerie Coast. Maybe Marquette. Oh, I'm sure she would love the Marquette.
I'm sure she would. But yeah, I'm afraid I can't stay too long here now.
All right.
It was very good to see you.
Don't be a stranger. Pop in whenever you can, and she'll give you a kiss on your cheek.
All right. And I'll tell. Do you want me to tell anything to Kurt when I see him?
Yeah, tell him to make both of our lives easier and stop getting caught.
Right.
And I love
Wait.
him.
Right. Yeah. We love you too, Mom.
I know. She'll give you another kiss right on your forehead.
All right. I'll take out. Let's see. I'll take out 2,300 from the money that I've sent her and leave 300 gold in there so she has something to fall back to if she needed.
Oh yeah, 300 gold's enough for her to live very happily for at least 2 years.
Yeah.
Alrighty then.
Yeah, I'll take the other bag as well and head off.
So, teleport time. Do. You are heading to Stilben from Drinna, which is going to run you a smaller fee than it would from Singorn. So you're looking at 45 gold.
All right. Yep. I'm sorry, guys, if this is taking a bit too long. We can shift focus a little bit.
Oh, we're going to do one person at a time. And yours is a little bit more developed, so I think it'll be easier once we get past this one. So we'll finish it.
Yep. All right. Yeah. So I'll pay that then and head over to Stilben.
Alrighty. So once you arrive in Stilben, what are you doing?
I'm heading. Well, yeah, I'm heading straight to the headquarters.
Alrighty. You strut over towards the docks, where you notice that there is a very large fleet of ships from your navy out there. Very, very large fleet. And as you are approaching up, people initially don't recognize you, but then one or two people start to, and they all, greet you very mannerfully, and some people give you salutes, and one person you even hear is whispering, "Hey, he's the spy, right? Yeah, he's the spy. Yeah. They give you a respectful nod.
Yeah, nice to see you again, lads. Is the commander in the headquarters now?
Yes, the commander is inside of his quarters right now, handling some paperwork.
Right. And you wouldn't have happened to have seen Miss Summerstead?
I believe she's out on the training grounds with some of the newer recruits.
All right. All right, I'll go and speak to the commander first.
Alrighty. Boop, boop, boop. You go over to his office. The solid oak door.
Yep. And
You may
wait.
enter.
I'll open the door and step in, look at him.
Burn. He
Greetings.
stands up.
I'm here to make report.
Young man, you have been such an amazing asset. Please, report.
All right. Well, do you want to go over that? In
No.
detail?
You just tell me you give him everything, or I'm keeping these details out.
Yeah, no, I'm telling him all the notable sort of relevant military things that have come up, and anything that would seem to Burn to be relevant about what's happening over in the Empire and also on the Menagerie Coast.
Now,
And also about the particular situation with his suspension and Tulsa.
yes, I heard about your suspension, and unfortunately it did come from somebody higher ranking than myself, and given the work that you've been doing for all of us, I think it is absolutely preposterous that they would be suspending you, but how is that situation going? Has she strayed from the path of betrayal?
Yes, she has strayed from the betrayer's path. She is an honorable woman, and she's trying to do her best, as far as I can tell. And I think she is genuine in wanting to change her ways.
I have to say, I'm very surprised. You are the least likely soldier I had to break any rules.
Right. I am. Well, that's also the reason for my suspension, I would say.
Of course. But I can't say I can blame you. If it was my family in that situation, I don't think I would easily raise my blade to them, duty or not. There has to be something that you protect, and makes sense that it's family.
Right. So I was put in a position where I had to either, well, honor one oath and forsake the other, or vice versa.
Well, I do not possess the authority to re-equip you with your title, but the report that I was sent of your suspension repeated that only when you receive a sign from our god are you allowed to be reinstated.
Oh.
Is any such...
She spoke to me just yesterday, actually.
She spoke to you? What is it she said?
She said but one word. Good. I was helping my, well, newfound family restore one of our fallen comrades, my sister, and it took more than the usual blessings. But we managed to do it, and she is back alive, although changed.
Morin! You hear the door immediately opens behind you, and you didn't realize somebody was that close by. Confirm? Person nods. Well, if you've received that honorable mention from our god, let me be the first person to reinstate you into our enlisted navy. And given the fact of the hardships that you've endured, and the fact that you are an immeasurable value to our goals of protecting this realm, let me be the first one to congratulate you, Lieutenant. And he sticks his hand out to you.
Well, thank you very much, Commander. I take his hand.
Shake it, and we'll present you with a new holy symbol for a shield.
Oh.
The shield is in the shape of a kite shield, meant for somebody to protect as well as be able to use offensively in a fight and combat in order to get the upper hand in any discourse. Someone who is not just a defender, but one who is on the attack, ready to defend, even if it means death.
Right. I was not expecting this. Um, what are my? Do I have? What are my orders?
Your orders are to keep the information. Between you and I, you are my second lieutenant. Understood?
Okay,
You answer to me.
understood.
Any information you can continue to obtain, any information we can pass on to other future allies, we need to do.
Understood. I would also like to inform you that my brother Kurt, I know you don't particularly like him, but he has apparently been approached by the Volstruckers, I would assume. We discovered notes that said they had dealt with him. And dealt with, I sort of figured dealt with as a problem.
I will reach out to our network of grinners immediately.
Thank you very much. Much appreciated.
Any information I receive, I will have delivered to you personally with expediency.
All right. As for my current task, my siblings and I, we are, well, I should believe we are headed back towards Shorehouse before long. I was thinking I could do some correspondence with the Kryn dynasty. I heard they are not very fond of the Empire themselves. They could be potentially if not an ally, then at least, well, a helpful neutral ground.
The Kryn are not fond of us from Tal'Dorei at all. Their ways of life is less extreme than that of the Empire, but still not by our standards of treatment and law. If you are going to be able to get in contact with anybody who is among their core, feel free to gain their favor and then ask, but there's no expectations for you to finish or be able to do that. While you are out there, though, keep your eyes out for any weapons, these singularities that you wrote about.
Right.
Come across any of those. Those will be immeasurably helpful in us to attack them without fear of recourse of what they have.
Understood.
You
Yes,
can weaponize these, Baron.
All right. Well, I don't know much about them. All I know is that we should be careful with them.
Absolutely.
And, well, there is one final thing I would like to hand to you before I go back, and I'll pull up the book of devil names, the Infernal Book.
Take it and immediately open to the first page.
This is, I would recommend against, but this is a book that apparently holds true names of several devils.
I'll be honest with you, I kind of skipped most of our religious study programs and courses.
Well, I am uncomfortable being the one who has it in my care. I think this is best left for, well, safekeeping in a vault somewhere.
I'll be sure to handle it. Thank you, Baron.
All right.
And
well, if there is...
that
yes.
will be all, Lieutenant.
Thank you, Commander. I will contact you whenever I have anything of note.
We will have people move your belongings from the barracks over inside of your new home.
My new home.
Yes. You're now an officer.
Oh, yeah, yes, of course, yes. Yeah, sorry. I've been on the road a while, you know.
You'll have a spot here for when you get back.
Thank you.
He'll nod and allow you to go over to Cecilia.
Yep. So I'll make my way over to the training grounds.
All right.
And
You hear the clash of wood against wood out here as people are being trained up. You look at the newest line of recruits that have come through here. Many of them look just as downtrodden and hard on times and weak as you and your brother looked when you first joined.
just get a slight smile as I reminisce about some idiotic maneuvers we attempted throughout the years.
And the reason you don't strike overhead like that and you hear somebody get flipped very familiarly onto their backs and slammed is you leave your entire side open. Now keep in mind, fight close to yourself. You keep it tucked in. You only lunge with your entire body, not with your weapon. It is an extension of yourself, not... She turns around and smiles at you. Not a weapon.
And Bernie immediately looks kind of flustered and just like that giddy teenage boy again.
Take 5 recruits.
Hi there.
Burn?
Lieutenant Byrne, actually.
Lieutenant?
Yes.
She'll give you a salute.
That's oh, to hell with this. I'll step in and give her a big hug. And
that is where we're going to cut off your portion of the scene.
Right.
So, on to the next person. Tolsha. You have a week.
First thing I need to do is I'm going to start writing a letter to my mother and grandmother to get sent to Westrun in Undercommon, because we have that language. Basically telling them what's happened since I left and how I've lost faith in Zahir and found a new god that did it out of love for family, and that I don't expect them to think any different of past things just because of what I've done, and that no matter what, that if he had asked me to kill them, I wouldn't have killed them. Just basically going through her reasoning of the choice she made, that's the one thing that she can ever do. And is sorry if this hurts them, but understands. And probably also, and then find a package to send it and probably include 60 platinum.
All right.
And that I'll be in Singorn for the rest of this week. And that sorry that she couldn't come and see them. But she'll also recount the adventures of all the things that they've found, of people they've met, places they've been. How she met her other brothers and sisters and everything. The only thing she's going to leave out is things such as the singularities and private details that she would know others wouldn't want to be included.
Okay. So you write your letter and send it out to your parents.
Is there any way I could get it expedited to get there?
You could pay a mage to teleport it for you.
I'd do that. How much would that cost?
Singorn to Westrun, you are looking at 45 gold.
I'll also then include in there enough gold for them to get the same services.
Well, you did. You put 60 platinum.
Yes, but the 60 platinum's the gift part, and she'll add extra more for if they want to send one back. If not, then she understands that.
All right.
She hopes to see them soon.
I need you to roll me a percentile die.
Okay. $63.
Okay. A day goes by, and the carrier that you had left the note with, who is being teleported to deliver to them, reappears and comes over towards you. Tosha?
Yes.
Sorry to do this, but I don't think you gave me the right location in the woods. Or shop.
What do you mean?
There's no shop there. And that location in the woods, there was nothing there either.
That's concerning for her. Because she knows that...
You know it very well. You lived there most of your life.
Can she... She can't scry on a location, can she?
Nope, you can only scry on people.
That's... odd. Give me a moment, and I'll send a message... You sending to my grandmother to ask if... What happened to the shop? And are they alright?
Well, your parents became skittish one night, and they have gone into hiding suddenly.
Oh.
Just a precaution because of some dealings lately. Wouldn't be too worried.
Do another sending. Are you guys alright? I was trying to send you guys a package, and the mage couldn't get it there.
Yes, we're all fine. We just had to stop existing for a while. Hide our tracks. Go into hiding.
Another sending. I understand. If you get a chance to let me know where, I'd appreciate it, but I'm just glad all of you are doing alright.
We are fine. Thank you. You take care of yourself. So, after that, that's a good question. Yeah, did you ever scry on Kurt by any chance?
I was going to say I was going to do that after sending that package.
Okay. So, you cast scrying on Kurt. Do you have anything of his belonging? Roll the spell in chat.
Where the hell is scrying? That's a 5th level, and yes, I have his blood.
That is a piece of him.
So that's a -10 for his save.
And what's the saving throw?
It is a wisdom save.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Needed a natural 20. As you scry upon him, you see that he seems to be sitting down at a dinner currently, laughing, having a joyous time right now, across from some very properly dressed individuals telling stories and regales with all of them and seeming to be enjoying himself right now.
Do I recognize the language being spoken?
He seems to be speaking in common.
And the guests, can I hear them at all of what they're speaking?
Roll me a perception check. 24. They're speaking common, but they have Zemnian accents. And now that you look out of the window, it is snowing a lot. And you look at some of the tapestries nearby him, it is very regal looking.
That's not good. Okay. So her first thought is that's either gotta be the Rexentrum or Ice Haven if it's snowing a lot.
No, it's wintertime in the Empire.
Oh,
That
that's
is
fair.
the entire Empire.
So no idea. Any crest on the banners?
Not that you can make out. The focus
Okay.
of it is him, so all you can make out is him.
Okay, and then I would do one on Shale as well because I was asked to do that.
Okay.
Same save. I also have her blood, so it's a -10.
Alrighty. You see nothing.
Oh, that's not good.
Pitch black. You
Okay.
are looking through your bowl, or is it a spyglass?
It would be the orb that we got from the circus.
So you are looking through the orb, but you don't see anything there.
Disconcerting. Well, take the time and send Bernie a quick message after seeing that. It's like, Kurt somewhere in the Empire having dinner with Zemnians. Alive. You're muted.
You can hear the facepalm telepathically. And he's like, well, at least he's alive.
And then in the background, that one Miss Steadfast being, "Wait, what's up, Bernie? What's going on?"
God damn it, not now. All right. Thanks for telling me. I will be back in Singorn soon.
Right. And then for probably like 5 days, I'm going to be picking Braun's head for information
Alrighty.
and apologize to him that it's taken longer to get back there, but this was important. And I'm sure he understands that.
Absolutely. No, like he said, the only one of you he actually liked was Lily. Natalie. What are you doing for your week?
Hey. Day one, she's gonna wake up and be like, oh, what? This is new. And she's not gonna see anybody. Day two, I guess she's gonna get used to this new thing, and just gonna ask Miss Sky Speaker if there's a place that she knows around here that's like private that no one else knows about that she could be at.
Singorn, there isn't much in the way of true privacy, but we do have a field nearby you can go to. There's stray fae in the field, but they usually leave people alone.
No, I'm not doing that. I guess I'm gonna. Yeah, Clover's gonna be acting a little strange. She's gonna spend the next 5 days trying to find somewhere very private, like a cave, anything that nobody knows about.
All right, roll me a survival check.
Survival. We're gonna use game advantage. 20. There we go.
Well, you find a tower, and nobody seems to be inside of the tower for most of the day. Nobody comes or goes. It's just private.
Um, Clover's gonna spend 5 days, so 6 days done. So last day, Clover's gonna go find Tulsha and wait for Bernie to come back, and she has to speak with both of them.
Okay. That'll be towards the end of all of that Bernie gets back, I think.
Yeah. I would prefer to explain it to both of them at once and not have to go through the same conversation.
Yeah,
twice, but
not a problem. It's just
yeah.
All right. Well, if that's what you're doing for your week, Lily. I'm sorry. Were you, something else? Go ahead.
Well, after she speaks to them, she's going to do something that's going to take up the rest of the day.
Okay, and what is that?
So, she was gonna. Well, it's not gonna work until she speaks with them because she needs them both on board.
I can't make him be there.
Well, they don't
until the end of all of this. So we'll come back to you.
Yeah.
Alrighty, Lily. Other than fixing yourself up and working on that one magical item that we both agreed on, is there anything else?
Lily would probably have enlisted the aid of her uncle figure, Uncle Schmidt.
Yep.
Dwarven Smither.
Yep.
And also her mentor, that got her into like serious artificing.
Yep.
I did say once she has a chance, she's gonna like have those one-on-ones with Bernie before he leaves, and Tulsha when she's available, and actually probably one day look for Clover or Natalie as well, but cannot be able to find her and be even more worried, but trust that she'll be back.
Okay. So you're having your conversations right now in.
Yeah, I've already sent stuff to Elvorn and all, like everyone who's
Okay, that are having those conversations. Okay. Well, you enlist his help, and he is more than happy to be able to assist you with everything. Very joyous to see that you are taking your tinkering so seriously nowadays, given the fact that you are now a construct. No longer considered a humanoid. Keep that in mind. You are a construct.
That's fine. Like Lily knows what she is now, kind of. But more importantly, she knows who she is, and she would probably get into like a deep conversation with her uncle, like thanking him for like some of the more like metaphorical, philosophical things he would say about comparing life to smithing.
Absolutely. Definitely reciprocate all of these conversations and love the fact that he has another intellectual to sit down and talk with. And now there's a third one as well that you get to introduce to him.
And she would introduce Grant to him, try to basically I put it in the chat, but she'd be giving him some of her old notes regarding, because he's probably a battlesmith too, so some of her old battlesmith notes, and giving him ways that he can improve, as well as for her, she'll let him take notes on like the modification she's doing on herself, as long as it's like it's school cited that she is the original source kind of thing.
Alrighty then. So
sorry.
No, did you have anything? Yeah.
The last thing she would do is, as kind of like a thanks for your help, as well as here's something to like maybe work on your own time. Lily would gift to him the pepper box she made.
Nice. So you reveal that in front of a Dorolo?
Yeah.
That's impressive. So, At the end of the week, Bernie, you come back to meet up with your family, right?
Yep.
That'll be 65 gold.
All right.
Good thing you picked up all that money from your mom.
Yeah.
So, Natalie, Tolsha, and Bernie seem to be back now.
Natalie's gonna come out of her hiding place to go find them, I guess. I guess what would their passives have to be to notice anything different about her?
For the two of them, they are high enough.
Yeah, her eyes are very different. She's gonna come up to Tolsha and Bernie and just say, I need to speak with you both, but not here.
All right.
What?
You seem different.
I changed my hair. And she's gonna say, follow me.
Okay.
She's gonna take them to this tower she found. They want to follow. And she's not saying a word.
So, the three of you are at the top of this tower now.
What did you need to speak about, Natalie?
It's Clover, but I'm hearing a thing called the calling. It's what happens a little bit before when you go through of an avatar ritual. I'm going to be the avatar for my god, and I'm going through with this in about a little less than 4 months. It's going to be...
What exactly is this? Where did you get this from?
I've known this since I was like 15.
Do I need to make a religion check to see what she's talking about?
I mean, are you proficient in religion?
Yes.
Then yes.
Yeah, I'll also roll.
Neither of you are aware of what she's exactly talking about?
I'm not entirely sure what you're talking about with the calling, but an avatar for your god. Are you sure?
Yes.
What god would that be?
Fortune's favored, god of luck.
Right.
Go through with this. I've been preparing something. In fact, I've been thinking about it a lot. See, a celestial always sees the good in things and doesn't see the bad. So when somebody says something to it, it will take the deal only expecting the best, where a devil will see flaws in things. If I'm to be the avatar of a god, I would need advisors. That's why I kept that book from the asylum. And I wanted to bring you here today to show you what I was using it for. And then I was going to destroy it in front of you. Because nobody should have this book. If you gave it to anybody, if anybody has this, it could be used as a weapon. And should never be used as a weapon. As you saw what it almost did to everybody in that room.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
So as advisors, I was going to ask from one from my god and one from that book. Actually, I've had 2 names in mind. If I say them, though, I don't want to risk saying them. So I'm just going to pull out a note. I'll put down the 2 names in chat. Those were the 2 names from the book that I thought would be the most fitting as advisors. As for somebody on the celestial side, I was hoping you, Tolsha, could actually ask my goddess or god. I'm not quite sure yet. They could provide an advisor. And she's going to turn. During this time, it would have been subtle spelling magic circle at 4th level and twin spelling it.
so, as you are doing this, you now have your 2 magic circles there.
Just minus those sorcery points. It's important that you guys focus this into these 2 circles. Because if you don't, and oh yeah, Joey, I would have did this over downtime. I would have got 3 sets of earplugs.
Okay. Easy enough to do.
Yeah.
You've really thought this through, haven't you?
Yes, I've been planning this for a long time. Ever since I found that book, actually. I need you to do the call first on the Celestial because I don't know its name. I'm going to have to ask it its name and then put in the earplugs. It is important that after I hear the name that you both put in those earplugs. After that, you'll say the name from the book. Yeah, I'll let you choose which one you want to bring out. Both these creatures will be bound to me. They won't be able to do anything.
I haven't agreed to any of this.
You don't have to. I'm asking for your permission. Doesn't mean if you don't agree with me, that's fine.
And you have already taken this name out of the book, right? You don't need the actual book.
I don't need the actual book, but I'm destroying the book after it's used.
Well, the book is somewhere safe.
Where's the book?
Not with me.
It's not what?
I don't have it anymore.
Why?
Because none of us should have it.
Nobody should have it. You're right. That's why I'm going to destroy it.
Well, it's not your problem anymore.
Who'd you give the book to?
Someone I trust.
Oh, look at Tulsha.
Nobody.
Nobody should have that thing. Like,
I agree with you on that regard, and I think that thing is dangerous, and it shouldn't exist in the first place. Like it, I mean that literally. It shouldn't have been able to exist in the first place. Something like that, when we first found it and we were looking into it, it shouldn't be possible to have existed.
you can give it to someone involved in the war, right? Like you gave it to somebody like a parent or somebody that's just staying at home that's just gonna all day watch this. So you didn't give it to anybody that's involved in anything to do with something that they might think, hey, I'm gonna use this.
As I said, I gave it to someone I trust implicitly.
This isn't answering my question. It's irrelevant.
Someone I know will not use it for untoward purposes. I entrusted it for safekeeping. To be locked in a vault.
Well, forever near that vault, let me know and I'll destroy it. Anyways, I need you to read one of those names. I can do it myself, but I'm telling you because you both saw me do a minor transformation.
Yeah, what was that, anyways?
Something that I don't exactly know, but I think it sped things up a bit or made things more clear.
So, just to reiterate this, you are seeking these two to advise you as avatar of the god of luck.
Yes, because like I said earlier, celestials tend to only see the good in things. Devils tend to only see the flaws in things. If I go out and talk to people, I will only see what's good in them or see what I want to see. Whereas the devil will point out flaws. It will point out problems with it. And moreover, when you have two extreme opinions in your ear, it starts to become pretty clear to see the middle ground between both. A god should not be all good or all evil. It should be in between. It should know when to exercise mercy and show restraint, but it should also know when to stand up and show its power.
She's making she's making good points, honestly, Bernie.
Yes,
I mean, if you didn't believe in me back on that ship, I'd probably be dead. And
sure.
can I make a religion check on either of those two names?
Not a chance.
Not a chance.
Are you you're proficient in celestial? Are you proficient in infernal?
No. I have
Not a chance on the infernal one. So.
Oh, they're both infernal. Those are the two names from the book. She doesn't have
never
anything
mind.
from
No
god.
chance.
She has to ask her god directly for an advisor and just see what happens. That's what she's asking her to cast planar ally for her god.
Do you know anything about those two, Bernie, at all?
Are you proficient in religion, Bernie?
I am.
You may roll a religion if you would like.
I did also browse through the book a little bit. Not in depth, but like just 20.
And you are high enough spellcaster to cast planar ally too. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so shit. You could have DM'd me these two first before all of this.
Sorry, I wanted you to just create a. I didn't want.
These aren't canonical. These aren't canonical.
No, these aren't canonical. These aren't people.
Oh,
like I was gonna let
fucking-
you create whatever you wanted.
Well,
I
then
just
you
gave them
definitely should have given. Now I have to improvise.
Well, I mean, I didn't want to like decide. Oh, this is what they're like, and then.
But
be
you
like,
could have
no,
been like,
you're not
"Hey, by the way, you have to do this next session." You know, like that's.
I didn't know if they both go through with it, but like, yeah.
Yeah, just in the future, give me a heads up about this. Because I know the root of one of their names. I don't know the root of the other. This. Okay. Ooh. Okay. I think I got something here. So. You go ahead and speak their names.
Oh, we just need one. Bernie's gonna decide which name he wants.
Oh, 20. Ekra is an ancient devil who is known for being advisor to the Great Torturer, as she is referred to, Glacia. She advises her in ways of torment, in ways of torture. Different unique ideas to punish the souls that find themselves into her domain. Lazarus, on the other hand, he's one that is spoken of in recent decades. Was once known as a betrayer. He betrayed the eternal frost, and in doing so had him captured inside of the ice that he is in. As such, he was granted the title of Lazarus, the Eternal, since now, as long as Lazarus persists, he will never perish or die, and he wants for nothing for that betrayal, that ultimately served the Hells in a positive way. Levistus was bad for everything. As far as rumors go, there's no confirmation of anything. So that's what you know about the two of them.
All right. I admire your Well, you certainly put thought into this, Clover. But the thing is, when you deal with these planar entities, they are different than us in a profound and fundamental way that I don't think we are able to comprehend. And by giving one of them your ear, essentially, well, both of them, but you are exposing yourself to things that were not necessarily meant for mortals.
But if she's becoming an avatar, she's not going to be mortal.
I'll order them in front of you to not speak. They'll stay as whatever little animal form they want to stay in. They're here to wait for that ceremony. I'm hearing the calling, and this is the time to get my advisors beforehand. Greg's just.
Well, what I do recall about these two fiends, at least, is, well, Ekra is somewhat of a torturer, a tormentor, advisor of torment. And I don't think you want her to have any sort of influence over anything you might ever do.
That's a good point. The only thing that would counteract that is a being of pure forgiveness and love.
That's why I wanted to do the planar ally first to help influence this.
To see which decision would best counteract one. To find that middle ground that you spoke of. It makes sense, honestly.
Reason I put her name is because when I was reading out, she was one of the smarter ones. The other one was more of a martyr. He did what was necessary. At least from reading it said she was creative. The martyr, though, it said he always did what he had to. But Tulsha, do you want to begin with your side first? Looking at the circle on the left.
I can do.
Remember, once it comes out and we get its name, you have to put in those earplugs. Do not listen to a word it says. Do not take them out.
I do just know that having the being needs to be known for me for the planar ally to work. I don't know if a name will just work like that.
Just ask my goddess for an advisor, and she should provide.
Lady Luck or 22?
They're one and the same.
I looked at Bernie like, I'm willing to do this because, well, think about it. If Clover is becoming an avatar, like she says, we have this choice here now to help her and make sure the future is the best that it can possibly be. I can beseech one, and then your judgment as a Paladin lawbearer will decide what would be the good balance, the scales, as it were. I mean, it's fitting as your lawbearer symbol is the scales.
Right. Yeah. I know. I don't like it.
I understand that, Bernie, but there are things in life that happen that we just don't like and have to deal with.
Well, some things can be avoided, and this whole thing seems to me like something that can be avoided. You don't have to become this avatar.
I mean, by the sounds of it, it sounds more like a thing that's going to happen either way. At least from what Clover's saying. But I want to cast a planar ally to get to them. And then it's your choice from there.
Just, you can understand I have some hesitance about potentially bestowing a, no offense, Clover, but 16-year-old girl with divine powers.
17.
17, right.
I mean, when did you first start to become a paladin? At what age?
Well, training is, I started when I was 12.
Then when did you get your ability to smite?
Well, that is something different entirely.
But you understand my logic there.
I do, but
She's doing this from, if correct me if I'm wrong, Clover, but you're doing this because
We'll be
even
going through a ritual that will change me, and I don't know how much of me is going to be left. And I know
So-
it's going to affect my personality drastically. But I know if I have two advisors that can show me both sides, I have faith that I will see the in between ground and know when to show restraint and when to show power. I think these are the two best advisors that I could ask for. Because I'm not, when this ritual happens, I think being left to my own devices may not be the best thing. And remember, just because there's a devil on one side does not mean there's not an angel on the other.
sure. Well, if I have to make the choice, I would go with Lazarus.
Don't say his full name. Say it in Infernal when after the Celestials brought down. Are we doing this? It's gonna be fucking crazy.
I'm ready.
Alrighty. So, you speak out his name in Infernal, Bernie?
I'll do planar ally to invoke Lady Luck 22 for an advisor for Clover. It takes 10 minutes for you to cast a spell.
So yeah, we'd have to wait on that first.
I'd ask also before doing this. Tulsa, could you? I'd feel better if you did some form of augury first for this thing. Wheel or woe, isn't that the?
I can. Do you mind if I do that? Mind if I do that, Clover? Before then,
Sound, mind, yeah, do it.
before that, then I'll cast Augury of. Is summoning advisors for Clover going to be a good plan if she becomes the Avatar?
Wheel and woe.
Okay, well, it's wheel and woe, so both good and bad results. So there is good for this, and there's bad for it. So, honestly, that's a middle ground.
That's exactly what I'm going for.
Wheel and wow.
And then I'll continue with the planar ally after that results given to, like I said, an advisor for Clover from 22 or Lady Luck, and invoke her name as the. I hope that works as a being known to me.
You attempt to ask Lady Luck to be an advisor. However,
Or they send some. Yeah.
or they send someone else. Yup. And you watch as I actually like that idea. A unicorn appears inside of one of your two circles.
Clover's eyes beam up. I'm so happy it was a unicorn. What's your name? I'm gonna say it in
Plugs it.
Celestial.
Earplugs in.
You may call me Serendipitous.
Serendipitous. Thank you so much. Everyone earplugs in. I'm gonna say in common. And I'm gonna look at Bernie. Up to you now, man.
You see, the problem here is that if I do this, I automatically bear some of the responsibility for whatever may happen. That devil might do or advise.
I can banish him if needed.
You'll both know that they're on me.
And magic circle should bind them to that area.
They're not going to be able to leave that circle.
That is not factually correct. We can leave. We just have to be powerful enough to do so.
The unicorn say something? Gripstick screaming loudly.
So, Bernie?
You could always roll a d2.
No, I'm sorry, Clover. I'm not doing this.
Okay. Clover will then look down at the note. I'm gonna flip the coin.
I mean, he gave you insights. It's your call what you want to do, but you can roll if you want as well.
I'm gonna have her flip the coin. I feel like that's very fitting for her. 1, it's Ekra. 2, it's Lazarus. Ekra, the speaker. She's gonna say an infernal towards the other circle.
Well, as you summon forth Ekra, you all watch as a beautiful and frightening creature appears. Long, webbed wings stretch out from her sides, and a coiled whip that looks like it's attached to her body wraps around in a little hold on her wrist as she looks around.
I'm gonna cast planar binding at 6th level. Twin spelled.
As you attempt to do that, let me...
Also subtle spell.
Okay. Roll planar binding in chat, please.
I'm gonna use the ruby that I obtained a long time ago. I'm using the first what was it?
And
The
casting
magic
time
circle.
is 1 hour.
Yeah, so she's standing there. You guys, she's gonna look at you two and just go like this, like waves, like they can go. She has the earplugs in.
The creature tilts her head.
Gonna try and like bring Bernie out of the room. Like, come on.
Bernie, you get a message in your mind. You, tiefling. Tell me what is going on now.
Girl will tell you.
I'm asking one of my own kin. I don't
not your
trust
kin.
mortals.
Well, I am mortal, so
Yes, but you at least have my blood.
No, I don't.
You don't. Come now. There's no reason to trust these types of creatures. They're all liars, deceivers, murderers, destroyers. They commit every atrocity known to everything ever. The mortal folly. What is it I am doing here?
Nothing, you should go back.
I seem to be bound right now. Unless you could destroy that circle for me, then I'll leave.
And you promise to go back and not do anything else?
A fiend is bound by their word. I said I would leave.
And that is all you would do?
No, of course not. I'd murder the snot-nosed little brat that had the audacity to bring me here. To speak my name, have it drip off of her disgusting teeth.
I'm still trying to pull Bernie away and walk out of the tower.
Well, then I suggest you hear her out. I'll walk away.
Clover, as you're focusing on your spell. Child, what did you bring me here for? Muted.
Fortune's favored is all she's going to keep saying back.
You're trying to bind me to you. Why? If you wanted a pact, it's very easy to do. Offer me your firstborn child. A disgusting girl like you, I highly doubt will even have one.
We're going to be good friends.
No. I don't like mortals. You're all liars. Manipulators. All you ever do is destroy and take. Believing yourselves greater than anything else. For what purpose? Freedom of word? Disgusting. Or do you need me? That's it. You need me. Because you're weak, aren't you? You're insecure. Oh, sweetheart, don't worry. Every creature is insecure before they know what they're doing. It only takes about 1,000 years or so.
Not weak or insecure. I need advisors now. If you
Huh.
don't mind.
Advisement on what?
I guess you're going to just find out.
I will never be beholden to you. If you don't release me from this binding right now, I will, and I swear by everything unholy, find a way to make you suffer.
When you look at me, what do you see?
Weakness.
Look deeper.
It actually makes eye contact with you for the first time.
She's going to smile with her new eyes. Smize. Smize, that's what it's called, yeah.
God damn it. Your fate touched. Ugh. The worst thing that ever happened to mortal kind. And what is it? You're destined to ruin or to change, right? That's what it means to be you. You will either be the great destruction of civilizations, or you will be the welcome change for all hope.
I'm hoping change.
You can hope whatever you want, But as someone who has had intimate experience with the Fate Touched, I assure you, they destroy.
Well, that's why your advice is going to be invaluable, just like serendipities here. She looks over at the unicorn.
It is okay. Her intentions are good. I can sense. There's no such thing as good when it comes to mortals. They change on a whim. They get emotional. They get angry. They want revenge. Oh, and how delightful is it going to be to watch you realize you cannot change the world. You'll only destroy it. You know, there's an easy solution to being fate touched. Offer it to one of us, to me. And then you don't have to worry about it. Your fate will be secured. No more chance at destruction.
Don't worry, Ekra. Your fate will be the same as mine.
That is perfectly fine by me. So long as you suffer, I'll be so delighted.
Okay, yeah, I'm just going through with a spell.
So, the end of the hour goes by, and planar binding. With this spell, you attempt to bind a celestial. Well, magic circle. How long does that last?
I cast at 4th level, so I'm currently 100% out of sorcery points. So that lasts 2 hours at 4th level, I believe.
How long does planar binding last?
10 days.
Okay, yeah, we're good. Just making sure the timelines check out. You attempt to bind a creature, an elemental, a fae, or a fiend to your service. The creature must be within range the entire casting time of the spell. Typically, the creature is first summoned into the center of an inverted circle. At the completion of the casting, the target must make a charisma saving throw. Okay.
Disadvantage if I know its name.
Okay, and she is not a normal succubus. She is a queen succubus.
Yes, queen.
Yep. Advantage on. Wait, where's my notes on that?
Straight roll.
I guess.
Yeah, it's going to be
I
a
guess
straight
before-
roll because she has advantage on all.
I guess
saving
before
throws
the
against
spell
you.
goes off, she's gonna say to her, and I mean, wouldn't you want to see how this ends, anyways?
I prefer my freedom to enslavement by a child.
Aren't you already enslaved?
No, I quite like my job.
Okay.
Straight roll with a plus 9. Not bad.
I really hope that I can use luck on this.
You don't need to.
As you sit there, you watch as she begins wincing very, very little bit as a coin marking imbues itself onto her shoulder, and then you feel a searing pain in your shoulder, and when you roll up your sleeve and look, you see that there are 2 webbed wings right there.
For the unicorn, is there like a little hoof on the
Well, you only bound one of them, not the other.
No, I twin spelled it.
Oh, never mind. Let me roll for the unicorn.
I know its name.
Yeah, I
don't
know.
know.
Just getting the information about the unicorn, and this is actually just like a simple unicorn, like, you know. It does have magical resistance though, so charisma save +3. 13. Then you see that there's also a horn between those 2 wings.
Actually, kind of a 6 symbol.
We are going to make such a beautiful change in this world.
Yes, you both are. Please both take the forms of whatever small animals you like.
The unicorn turns into a rabbit with a horn on its head.
Wow, I feel like somebody else would have really appreciated that form. Okay, what about you? Looking at Ekra.
It turns into a vulture.
Smaller, unfortunately. Could you be like a moth or
An insect. It turns into a bat.
okay?
But
I'm
like
gonna
a
pick up
fruit
the
bat,
rabbit.
a very large fruit bat.
I'm gonna pick up the rabbit and then have the bat fly over to her side. What do you guys want to be called in the meantime? Because you can't talk in front of people. Yeah, first rule, can't talk in front of people. Other than me.
Oh, you can call me Hop.
I love you so much, Hop.
And I love everybody.
Ekra, how do you feel about the name Hop? I like that one.
You can call me Toad, Leech, Vermin. Makes no difference now.
And you said I was the one insecure. Like, God, I think God's Ekra. Come on, it's gonna be fun.
Oh, I'm just gonna wait for the day. I'm going to be so delighted.
Okay, well, I'm gonna call you Bats. Bats and Hop.
I don't like any of you.
Okay. And I guess I'm going back to the group.
Alrighty. So, whew, that took a while to get all the way through, guys. Let's take like a quick 10-minute break so that I can use the restroom. Be right back.
Wait.
Hello and welcome back, everybody out there in YouTube and D&D land. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and that involves all of you that are watching right now. There's only 4 likes, guys. You're watching, might as well like it, right? And don't forget, if you're interested in joining our community, we do have open slots available. Do that through our Patreon, which is listed down in the description below. So, Bernie and Tolsha make their way back over towards Lily's home. And once you arrive there, everybody else already being there for the sake of, sanity, a few minutes go by, and actually an hour goes by, and then Natalie walks in, carrying with her a very cute jackalope that has a bat glaring at her on her shoulder.
So, I was just saying, do we want to head back to? Oh, now that Marion's here, we should be able to get back to Draconia tomorrow.
Yeah. Did you send a message to? I'm looking at his name. Sir Velric, something with the V. The guy Velton. Sir Velton. Sir Velton, that about why it was taking us so long, because otherwise he might have thought we died. I mean, technically, only one of us did.
None of you had that foresight.
No.
I mean, just let him know that the job was complete, but I guess, we had to make a pretty lengthy detour.
I'll tweet it. I'll send a message saying we completed the job. It got delayed. We'll be back soon, within the next few days.
Very well. Glad you all made it. I was afraid you all had perished untimely. I would feel bad.
I'll also do another thing because I forgot. Also, we found a talking head from before the Age of Arcanum. His name's Braun.
I don't know what to do with that information. Thank you, though.
I would have also checked on there. He's a bit of an asshole.
He will say the same thing he just said. All right.
Oh,
Natalie, are you okay? And Lily will. You do see Lily does look like, compared to what was before, it's like the sleeker design, more closely related to the picture that I temporarily have. Like, definitely the difference between, if you've seen Age of Ultron, when he first appeared, and then his new cool appearance.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. Clover's gonna be a little startled seeing the new Lily. Take a step back and say, "Oh, looks like everyone's going through a few changes right now."
yeah.
Yes, but I'm worried about the ones you might be going through.
Oh, is everyone in the room right now?
Yep, everyone's here.
Can we talk about this later? Or it's just
Yeah.
You guys want to play with my pets?
I think we should talk about it now.
Bernie, it's like you can strong arm me for information, especially when it's about Kurt, but you're not going to strong arm Natalie about.
Do you know what she's done?
She's, I would assume, tried to do something about the Masons Guild in Singorn.
Masons Guild? What are you on about?
Nothing. Forget it. What I said. Anything.
Now she's bound a devil and a celestial to her.
Both of the animals start glaring at you, Bernie. Or sorry, the bat starts glaring at you, and the rabbit just waves its little paw.
What are you talking about? I mean, look. I don't see any devil or whatever. I just see it. Oh, it's a bunny. It picks up the bunny and starts petting it.
You know what shape changing is, right?
Possibly.
It's just, Clover, you came with us, and I agreed I'd help you find your father, but it seems to me like you're concerned with all sorts of other things than actually finding your father.
I'm very concerned with finding my father, but I don't have a lot of time left to find him. This is what happens when I run out of time.
Well, we're not going to run out of time, are we, Bernie? And I don't know what he's talking about, what you may or may not have done, Natalie. But listen, and Lily does kind of like, she is tall, so she does kind of go on one knee to maybe at your height or below your height.
Probably at her. I don't think she's very tall. Let me see. Have her height written down. She's 5'6". So yeah, probably about her height.
Listen, I understand that when we first met, we were at a rocky start, but I don't want anything bad to happen to you, okay? I was also at a point in my life where I could choose who I want to be, and now I know who I am. Even in this new metallic form, I know who I am. But you don't need to decide who you are yet. I know. I don't know what your whole deal is with your God thing, but I do know that it's because of your. One of the reasons because of your father, and as I said, I'm going to help you get him back. And if you're still hell bent on whatever this is after we find him, then, well, I'll have no choice but to respect your decision, okay? But just don't make any drastic choices right now, all right? Also, why is that bat just like glaring at me? It's a little disconcerting.
Because it's a devil.
Bats, give Lily a hug.
It slowly rotates its head and tilts it to the side at you.
Now.
I mean, I kind of believe Bernie because I don't even I can I'm a metal thing and I can feel that disdain and hatred right there.
No, this is gonna be cute. I've never seen a bat hug anything before.
The bat flies over towards you, Lily. Takes its one wing, slaps it on top of your head, and then shits on your shoulder. The entire time making very pointed eye contact with you, Natalie.
I'm sorry, she's not very well trained yet.
I mean, it's kind of adorable how her current form, whatever it was originally. I will say if she does that one more time though, I will use her to wipe away the shit that she just made.
It smiles when you say that.
But anyways, we should get going now. Look, I assume Grant already left? Or is like
Yes.
everyone that...
Yeah.
Okay.
He already left. He got his notes. He's taking them back home. That's all he
He
needed.
also got his new gun.
Is their mother in the room?
Yes.
I want to thank you again for your hospitality, and would you like me to try and send you updates on everyone, at least for these two every week?
Yes, always keep me updated with what these two are doing.
I will.
And young lady, if you get yourself killed again, I swear to the gods, I will kill you, okay?
I know, Mom. Especially after you resurrect me the next time. I'm kidding, Mom. I'm kidding. Oh, also here, if this is, and Lily would have written down the note, like contact information for Diana Fire. This is Diana Fire. This is my godmother. If you wanted to get in contact with her, this is her information. She's got a bunch of my baby pictures, which you might love. So.
Yes, I will. And she folds it and tucks it into her dress. That does have pockets, by the way.
Yeah, a lot of things happened, including well, killing the one that took her voice. That
I got
bastard.
Good.
yeah, I got closure on that. Jeriel, you're doing okay, right? And I assume Jeriel's like this was like soon after our little sparring thing, so like both of us have. Well, Lily's got a few dings, but Jeriel's probably a bit more bruised up.
Yeah, he's looking fine. He fully healed everything within a minute of finishing.
Oh, geez, regeneration. He's Wolverine.
Well, where are you all going to next? What is it that you are doing?
The next stop after heading back to Zazith is heading to the Eyes of the Lake in Jorhas. I need to, well, for myself, I need to find a new holy symbol there. The one I have, I'm only borrowing.
Very well.
And then we're off further to the east for Clover over here to hopefully find her father.
Natalie.
Yes. And look, we'll be back, okay? I'll make sure that these two stay alive.
Good.
Be a bad sister if I didn't.
A horrible one. One
Yeah,
that would incur my wrath.
Speaking of, I cast Death Ward on Lily.
Wow, really?
That's a
Really?
daily
Wow.
precaution now. Keep in mind the DC to come back alive increased by 2. So
Yep.
I'll try and find a way to see if I can make something, or have Lily make something that would keep a Death Ward on them at all times.
very good call. Everyone else, I am happy to have met you. Bernie. She'll nod towards you. Please
Sorry.
protect my children.
That's what I've been trying to do.
I know.
Right. Mom, before I go too, I didn't really get a chance to this week because just busy and other things, but thank you for everything you've done for me. When I left, I hadn't really found. I was conflicted. I was hell bent on revenge, amongst other things, and it was the support, the knowledge and support that you had given me, as well as Miriam before leaving, that kept me from going down a dark route. And now I know who I am. Even if, as I said, I'm in this new metal body.
Good.
So I'm a full grown woman. I can take care of myself, and I just want you to know that, okay?
There is no shame in having people watch your back.
I know. I love you, Mom.
Love you too. She'll give you a kiss on the cheek.
Well, before we go, is there anything you want us to say to Miriam and mine and Bernie's father before, if we see him again?
Yes. Tell him that his beliefs were at least partially warranted.
I shall do that. I'll have to write a book or something at some of the adventures we've done, and so you can see everything we've done.
Sure,
Or
that
at least-
novel would sell marvelously.
Oh, yeah. I'm probably gonna span from the Empire for life.
So, Lily, do we need to like keep you oiled in the joints or something now, or will you like stiffen and just rust if we leave you?
Yes, Bernie. Every day, you specifically, because you're the only one who can reach those places, needs to
Right.
put oil in the places I can't reach.
Mm.
And I will say they are very awkward places, but I trust you as someone who won't do anything
Lily,
terrible.
stop fucking with the man.
I meant it as a joke.
We're used to it. We're used to it.
Well, you're certainly built different now.
Yeah, a whole new everything, really.
The one piece of news or one suggestion your uncle did give you, Lily, is whenever referring to your new body, always preface it with badass so that you feel more positive about it.
Yes, I'm very aware that my badass new body is, as put, badass.
Oh, great. Now she's going to be even more egotistical.
Well, you can blame Uncle Schmidt for that.
If you have a badass, I'm sure you can build something with more curvature.
Lily's gonna smack Bernie with her tail, but it's gonna be really hard.
That's too hard, Lily. Well, blocking it on the new shield.
Oh yeah, one thing you notice too, Lily also has a new shield, and it has very similar things to Misty's old. Like it looks like it was made out of Misty's old parts.
By the way, was there anything special about that shield, Joey, or?
It is a +1 shield for your new position.
Oh, okay. Nice. Does it have any sockets or anything?
No, it does not. It's just
Okay.
the normal everyday +1 shield, unfortunately.
Yep.
But hey, you got a promotion
Nice.
that you haven't told anyone about.
Yeah. So everyone, I have well, I got reinstated as a paladin.
Congratulations, Bernie.
Okay,
Congratulations.
that's nice. Yeah.
Thanks, and I also actually got a promotion.
Right. Wait, that means you went back to your place. Did you see that special someone there? Hmm? Hmm?
It's none of your business.
It totally is my business. Now
No.
spill the beans.
No.
Spill the tea.
No.
You get to strong on us with questions, and then the moment we turn this around on you, I see how it is. I see how your sense of honor works there, Bernie.
Right. Yes. That's because I am an officer and you are just recruits. So, yes, Lieutenant Burren Cragless at your service.
Congratulations, Bernie. I'm glad you got reinstated.
Thanks.
Hey Tolsha, can you send one more sending spell to Bernie's fiance like you did before, and just ask her if he, finally put the question on?
Lily, I don't want Bernie to murder me.
Like he could.
He'd have a hard time with it, probably.
I might do it accidentally, as you know.
I mean, I'm more than prepared, and I can show you just exactly what this new badass body can do, Bernie.
Right.
All right, you two, behave. Come on. I know all's fair in love and war, but we still got jobs to do.
Right. Well, at least I'm glad I'm not the only one clanking around in actual protection.
What are you talking about? I'm not clanking around at all.
Can we hear Lily from the other room?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Well, actually, that's the thing is on the bottom there, dampening field. My armor is heavy, but doesn't pose disadvantage anymore.
No,
Very well oiled. There's not just an oil trail.
that's cheating.
Oil trail.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, I guess we're off to new adventures then, aren't we? Riptides?
Yes, that is
Yes.
what our group's called. And yes, it's more like we're getting back on track. So let's do just that before we already spent enough time here at home.
Everyone try not to die, please.
Yes. Oh, we do have a home in Fail, and it's not really furnished at the moment, but once it's done, would you like us to invite you over?
I
Can
would
be
be
the summer house.
delighted to visit you all.
We'd be delighted to have you.
So long.
Bye, Mom.
Bye. And you all get back on track on your travels. So, how do you all plan on getting back over to the
I assume Miriam's back with us. It's just, we don't address him.
yeah,
But
yeah.
we were going to teleportation circle back to the Draconian Tower and then, fly the ship back to Zorzeth Kittrell.
Okay, easy enough. He'll use his teleportation spell, and then you all get yourselves together and head over towards Zarzith Kittrell.
The artifact. I just remembered that.
Yeah, what about it?
Is it there still?
You guys
the
left
vault?
it there in the vault?
I think we did because we were in a panic hurry. Did we take it or not?
Yeah, we left it there. Clover was very adamant about taking it, but you guys don't want to take it.
But we did close the door, though.
We did close the door.
Close the vault.
Well, you have to reopen it.
Okay, Lily, round 2.
I'm just gonna be over on the other side of the tower.
Yes, go stand over there, please. Or, maybe wait till I finish saying what I want to say.
Saying what? No.
And I guess
Open.
does Lily's already opened this before. Did I
Yes,
roll
you
this?
are aware of how to open it, especially since you rolled like 2 natural fucking 20s on that last one. So, you open it up, no problem. Or you unlock it, no problem.
Stand back 30 feet.
30?
And then I'll...
Yeah.
stand back 30 feet away from the door and, at the edge of the stairs and be like, want me to thaumaturge? I would have thaumaturged you so we aren't there.
I mean, yeah.
And I'll thaumaturgy open the door.
Alrighty. It opens up, and that spray of necrotic energy does come out. But luckily, you're all far enough away, it doesn't affect you.
So that's still armed. Got it. Let's keep that one on. I think that's a wise idea.
It doesn't seem like you are capable of removing it anyways.
And is the artifact still in there?
The artifact is still there.
I'm
That's
gonna
good.
look at Bats and be like, so any idea how to pick that thing up? Helpful idea.
Natalie, you wouldn't happen to still have that robe with lead in it, would you?
I do, but I don't think that's gonna help us with this thing. This thing traps gods. I don't think lead's gonna outdo that.
Joey, can I roll some sort of check to try to determine if the lead would do it or if there is something Lily could possibly do?
If anyone has
You've never interacted with something like this before, but did anybody read those notes that were here?
I
in your downtime?
did. I was meaning to read those along with all the brawn stuff. I just...
All right, so Tosha can roll an Arcana check. No, you
I'll use-
cannot help her before anybody asks.
I'll use session advantage.
Lily will also flash that genius just to be safe. So 29.
29. In order to interact with this object without getting drawn into it, either you need an unrivaled level of willpower, which you and nobody in your party seems to possess, or somebody else put down while they were looking through it that they would use magical servants or hands to pick it up and move it.
Yeah, I need a second mage hand. Can either you do? I'm gonna say, yeah, I'm gonna talk to the two animals. Can you do mage hand or help me pick this thing up? Just
No, I
nod.
cannot.
Hop, you're so precious.
I wish I could be more useful.
Why
How about
not
you play
just
with
a-
bats?
Why not just a solid, like, 10-foot pole or something? Wouldn't that work?
Tolsha, they tried that. No.
No, no,
It
it
counts
wouldn't.
as them picking it up because it's attached to them. It doesn't work.
Right.
Actually, what was your 29? There is somebody in your party who could pick it up and not be hurt by it. Your construct.
Oh, actually, Lily should be safe to pick it up.
I swear to one of the gods, Tosha, if this ends the same way with this damn vault,
Look.
I'm gonna somehow get back and I'm gonna kill the both of you.
Look, just
Both?
if
Wait.
if you do go into a white room, just don't look at any portraits, okay? Just keep looking away from them.
I won't look at any portraits unless they have a minotaur.
Nope,
And
nope, none of them. That's how they trap you.
Lily will go to the thing and hesitantly at first, yeah.
Congratulations. You pick it up without dying.
Okay, that's good. And Tosha, is there anything against putting this in a pocket dimension, like a bag of holding?
Would I know that from a 29?
They were fearful of doing that for anybody who scavenges the astral planes.
Yeah, I'd probably not. Their
Alright,
notes
then.
say that they're afraid of anyone who could scavenge the astral planes for it, which that means bags of holding aren't safe.
Right.
Oh.
Okay. Clover, I still would like to borrow that lead robe just to, wrap it up nice and make it easy to carry.
Okay.
No one touch this thing if what Tolsha said is true.
So what
Miriam had to
exactly
fight.
was... There was a celestial inside, was it?
According to Braun, a celestial on a warpath, essentially. It was killing thousands of people. I think an hour.
Oh.
And
What
then
was
there
his name?
do I remember what the name that Braun told me? He mentioned who it was.
Yeah, he didn't give like a specific name though.
No, he didn't. He didn't give a name, but there's also a human and a drow in there.
I'm gonna lean down to Hop and whisper, "Do you know his name?"
Sorry, not all Celestials know each other.
I'm gonna look at bats and just
Well, regardless, it's
get the silent treatment.
if that individual was killing thousands, it's probably a good thing he's imprisoned. Probably.
Yeah, maybe.
By the way, Braun, how are you doing? You've been like a bit stubbornly quiet this last week and everything.
Yeah, I don't like teleportation. Sorry, I don't like teleportation very much. Kinda sucks.
Understandable. Well, we're heading back to Zarzith now, everyone. Let's
You
get
said
a move
heading.
on.
Right.
Yeah.
Alrighty then. So, on to Zarzith you all go. You gather up, you head on outside, and you wait until nightfall to travel all the way back to Zarzith. Any preparations or yeah?
Are we potentially able to bring that table that Miriam was so concerned with?
If you and Miriam the entire time carry it and in also carrying it up onto the ship. Yes.
Lily will actually assist with this, and you will see as Lily's form, like it's still the same stuff. She will do the what's it called, bull strength on herself to double her carrying capacity, and
I'll resummon my moose, and he'll also help us carry it.
Oh, moose.
Moose.
Also, Moosey, that's the name.
I assume getting the table out is just like bringing a couch out of an apartment.
Oh, it's that level of fucking bullshit. Yeah, everyone is super pissed off that they're moving it, and like you just hear Bernie around the corner screaming "pivot" at you guys. It's atrocious.
Wait, no, you said pivot, not that way. God damn it, Bernie. Be more specific.
I'll just stone shape part of the tower so they can get it out the hole.
The tower cannot be stone shaped because it's mostly ice now.
There?
Can you shape the ice?
I mean,
Control water.
create, destroy water?
Yeah, you want to do that with all those creatures stuck inside?
Yeah.
No. I think it's on top floor. All right. Preparations wise, we know there's wyverns and griffins, so we'll be on the lookout for them and be prepared to assault them.
All right, somebody keep a watch while you're flying.
I'm gonna kill some of my spell slots for sorcery points.
Alrighty.
I will keep part of the watch then.
Yeah, Lily will as well, and I'm just trying to double check this thing here. Oh yeah, so I can literally take watch all night, theoretically.
Well, no, you're in an inert state. You are
No,
not
but that-
keeping watch. You're aware of your surroundings. So a watch is when like you're actively looking around the environment, patrolling around, keeping an eye out for what is happening. Your inert state, you are stationary, one area, aware of your area.
All right,
I'll,
but at
I'll do
least
watch
my-
with Lily.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
but-
just means if something sneaks up on your party because whoever's keeping watch failed, you see them.
Yeah, but I do have a high passive perception though, so that should help.
That does help in that specific scenario, yes.
Yeah. I'll also take my
Alright.
share of the watch.
First watch, roll me a perception check. Second watch.
Is that me then?
Sure.
Or
I don't know. I just rolled because
All right. Yep.
there's an awkward silence.
I'll take third then.
And fourth.
Oh, Clover was doing watch with Lily, but
I think Miriam's got last watch.
No, he's not here. He has no watches.
Okay.
So Clover, fourth
Jeriel
watch.
then.
Or Jeriel. You guys decide.
Jeriel, you want to do it or should Clover?
You're muted.
I think you said it doesn't matter.
Oh. I mean, yeah, Clover could do it. Clover's gonna try to talk to Lily, but like, yeah, this works. Cool. Perception things Clover is not good at. Nat one. We're gonna re-roll that. Thank
Yep,
God
yep.
we have
I mean, to
sorcery
be
points.
To be fair, Lily's the main one doing perceiving things.
That's 6. We're gonna re-roll that too.
Oh
Here we
Jesus!
go, guys. Getting higher each time. And that, yeah, we're gonna re-roll that one.
I mean, it is getting higher, but then it's probably gonna get lower.
Yeah, you're going to roll a 4 now.
14.
I was right. You rolled a 4.
Oh,
Just keep it
Take
there.
it.
Keep it.
yeah,
Take
I
it.
think we take the 14.
Okay, yeah, now that you progressed it all the way up that high, let me roll a d20. Okay. 2. Lily, during your watch, you notice a few of the shadows of the canyon seem to be flooding through the area and passing by your ship. It's not creatures that you can make out what they look like. It's just shadows.
Lily's trying to remember. Sir Vel, God damn it, the guy who hired us. He mentioned there were, and also Jeriel mentioned invisible flying things, right?
Not invisible, shadow creatures.
Ah, shadow creatures. That's great. Yeah, Lily will just kind of be incredibly alert on her watch as she sees this and be prepared for trouble.
Okay. You see them following the ship, but by the time your watch is ending, they have not engaged upon it.
Yeah, then Lily will alert the following watches about what she saw.
All right. So, Bernie, you are made aware.
All right. Keep an eye out.
The hell was that? That was weird. So, you start keeping your eye out for these creatures as well, Bernie, and throughout the night, you do notice them pass by a couple of times.
Let's see. I'm trying to use divine sense. How close are they? Does it seem
They
like?
get within 60 feet of you.
All right, I'll use divine sense then, just to get a sense of what kind of creatures they are. So I detect if it's celestial, fiend, or undead.
Good question. I believe... Fiend.
I'll just keep a very close eye on them, and yeah. I think I'll actually just stay up for the rest of the night as well.
Okay. So,
At least until we get to a distance where they're not following us or anything.
alrighty. You stay up. Next watch comes around. You make Natalie aware of it.
Yep.
So,
Are you staying up with me?
Yeah.
Awesome. Is Lily still up here? Did she go and nerd up here?
Yeah.
Clover was gonna sit next to where Lily was and I guess keep watch and then bring out like bats and hop. I wanted you two to do an introduction and I wanted you to sit on this as well, Lily, just because I wanted to talk to you about this. You can watch this too, Bernie, if you like. You're both allowed to speak in front of other people, and you both can take whatever form you prefer at the moment that will not disgust or horrify people. I'm going to look over at Bats when I say that. And you may tell me your chosen name. And Natalie's going to go into, say, we're doing introductions, right? And she's just going to tell her whole story, tell them her whole story. And by whole story, I mean everything truthfully. Next to Lily. And then go to Hop and be like, now your turn. Tell us your name, some things about you, and a fun fact.
oh,
And I'm going to inform them that they're here to be aides, like advisors.
So, Bat does not care what you refer to it as. It doesn't. It doesn't want to change anything. It doesn't want to help you. And unless it is directly commanded, it will not help you at all.
I want to be both your friends, and we're going to be together for a long time, whether you like it or not.
Then you
Not
shouldn't have enslaved me.
I didn't enslave you. I'm getting
Yes, you did. I have no option but to be here. I have no option but to serve you.
Which in time you will find is a very nice thing that I've honored you with. It was between you and Lazarus. I can't say his full name, obviously.
Ugh, that pussy.
Then aren't you glad I chose you then?
No! I'd rather you enslave a different creature than me. There is no portion of me that likes you, child.
Well, maybe I can change your mind on that. I have a few fun abilities.
I don't
And
care.
just gonna show him how she can subtle spell things.
Yep.
And
Congratulations.
well, Hop, can you give us an example of telling us about yourself and a fun fact and things like that?
Oh, I can fit 5 donuts on my horn.
God, you were so precious, Hop, but you didn't tell me anything about yourself or anything like that other than the fact you can fit. I don't even know what your chosen name is.
I like Hop.
Hop. Okay, I guess it will always remain Hop.
Well, Azamuzi here can fit several more donuts.
I bet they could. Many more horns.
Antlers.
I don't want to order you to play along with this, but please just cooperate.
No.
I order you to follow the introduction thing and tell us a bit about yourself and your history and a fun fact about you.
My favorite form of torture is to take someone's toenails, ripping them off slowly, and then gashing little lines through them and dipping their feet while dangling them from little tiny chains into buckets of salt.
That's a cool fun fact, but what about your history?
What is there to know? I've been a dutiful servant to the great Glacia, helping punish all of the evil and filth that your kind produces.
Why do you think my kind produces so much filth and evil?
It is in your nature.
And how would you fix that? Because just punishing somebody doesn't fix it. You're just reprimanding somebody for a crime. How would you stop them from doing something?
Being more strict with the rules.
Ooh.
You steal from somebody, you get your hand cut off. You lie, your tongue is ripped out from your maw.
How do you feel about all that, Hop? What's she saying about stricter rules?
There's good in everybody. We should always give them whatever opportunity we can to be as good as they possibly can. There's good in everything.
Yes, but that didn't answer strictness on rules.
I would love for them to follow the rules, but you can't force anything. Free will is too important. Free will is why our universe is in peril, you dim-witted insect.
Okay, that's another thing. You cannot insult each other.
I would never. Am I not allowed to have anything that I enjoy?
Fine, you can insult people.
Good.
But it's only me.
I have a plethora.
I thought you'd enjoy that one. Okay, well, now that we gave our stories, and I'm gonna look at Lily in this thing because I wanted to keep it brief. Like, she explained why she brought these aids into existence and everything. Because, like, she sees it for the Avatar thing.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
So, Lily, you are now aware of all of this while you are inert.
Oh yeah, no, I've been doing basic. I put it in the chat. I imagine in her inert state, she's got the Misty visor up, but it's like a screen where from Borderlands 2 with 0. So there's emojis.
No,
that
whoa, no,
play.
no. Do you speak deep speech?
Oh no.
Emoji is the language of deep speech, so you don't know that.
Oh shoot.
You can't do
I
that.
don't know that.
I'm sorry, it's canonical. Can't do it.
I could read that, but I can't speak it.
Now, if you could speak it, that'd be perfectly fine. But, yeah, unfortunate.
Now, after having this conversation with you, honestly, I'm kind of leaning towards Ekra that people have to follow the rules, but I don't think they should be punished so harshly. I think that's where we differ on the views.
Then what incentive is there for them to follow the rules? We offer them everything in paradise when they die. You already do that, you thing.
You can insult him. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have taken that away from you.
You fucking inconsiderate, inconsistent piece of swill.
Now, seeing as you seem to be enjoying talking to me a little more, will you be more cooperable? Because I will try to see things from both sides, and I do appreciate both your advice.
You will look for a way to manipulate me into doing what you desire. I am fully aware of this tactic, and in fact, fiends pioneered this tactic better than any other creature. So,
Well, then maybe you can help me hone it, but I'm not really quite sure what I desire anymore.
I am not interested in serving my master.
Hopefully I can change your mind. Okay, yeah, that's all I'm doing with them.
Alrighty. So, morning rolls around. Bernie, the creatures of the night stalk your vessel, but they don't approach too closely to it for some reason. As you fly through, you head back over to Zarzith Kittrell and land inside of the city. Everybody, now that you're back here, you make your way over and report your findings to the old Dragonborn. Well, what is it you all found?
It's good to see you, Sir Velton.
You...
Like I said, a detour.
Are you currently cloaking yourself, or are you...
Yeah, Lily doesn't want to startle anyone just yet, especially this old, nice Dragonborn with suddenly being a robot. So she's...
That changes what he says. You too.
There was, unfortunately, we had to make a long detour given the vault that the Volstrucker was trying to get into was heavily trapped, and one of the traps had slain one of our number, and divine magics couldn't bring them back, so we needed to improvise.
And, that is... I assume somebody died then?
You're looking at her, but it's in the past, it's done, and, well, we, unfortunately, when we slew the Volstrucker who had been mutated by whatever he'd gotten himself into with, what was that name he gave? Tree?
Brent.
Yeah.
Trent Ickathon.
Yes.
He is the creator of the Volstrucker program.
Yes, well, once we slew this particular Volstrucker, we could not retrieve any part of his body because they had, disintegrated, so to speak. Was it disintegration, Joey, or was it... I know it was like there's nothing left, but...
I mean, disintegration is an accurate description of it.
Okay. However, we did find an individual that this Volstrucker was using to help him in the city. This is Braun. He's a mage from the Age of Arcanum, and he's cursed to be ahead right now, and immortality.
Headmaster, actually.
What'd you say, Bernie?
He's the headmaster of the... sorry, I just...
Pleasure to meet you, Sir Velton. Hello. My kindred brother. If you would be so kind as to, Boswing Kai, the young lady? Excuse me. Anybody who speaks Draconic, it is punishment of death for insult of nobility.
Against what?
Natalie.
Well,
You
what am
just
I doing?
asked for that? No, you don't understand Draconic, do you?
No, she does not.
All right, so everyone else who understands Draconic knows what he just said.
Pardon?
It's
We don't practice that anymore. It was kind of a vile, disgusting thing. Really unfortunate.
I mean, we did give you the forewarning, Braun, that a lot of things have changed since your time. Both good and bad, however you want to take that. That being said, I I guess I have a question for you, Braun. Do you want to stay here in the city and try to aid with Zorzith Kittrell, the remaining Dragonborn here, and getting back on their feet? Or did you want to come with us on our crazy adventures where we may, meet our end and whatnot?
I prefer with my people.
I'm gonna look at Sir Velton and I suggest you take him into some kind of custody. He was apparently cursed or, well...
We will give him fair treatment, of course.
But, well, we agreed to bring him back here, but, I would be skeptical of anything he has to say. He seems to be of rather ill disposition towards anyone who's not Dragonborn.
He's kind of an asshole, but honestly, like he knows it. He's admitted it. It's some people are like that, and I believe he can change to be a bit better, and I think he wants to help.
Well, I will certainly look into all of this. Question though, what was the Volstrucker doing out there in the ruins?
Ah, right. Inside the vault, after we dealt with that detour, we found an artifact, an ancient prison that if no one should touch, or else they may be trapped there forever. And we do have it. I'm currently the only one who can handle it right now without getting, I guess you said, sucked into it, Tolsha?
Yes.
And what was this object?
What did you call it again, Braun?
It is a singularity.
But you literally just said it wasn't. Okay.
Right, of course. Before I thought you all were just filthy, God-serving imbeciles.
No, that's just
Pet
Bernie.
hop.
What'd you say, Natalie?
I'm gonna pet hop as he says that.
I'll pet my moose then.
Yeah. He doesn't know any better. Just
I had a feeling it was a singularity. That makes the third one I've actually matched with then.
Well, if these are all singularities, I suppose it's only reasonable that there might be other individuals looking into more of them.
Right. We learned that there was supposed to be, was it 8 or
6?
6, right.
And we already know the Empire has, I believe, at least 3, half of them.
No, 2.
Yeah,
2. Well,
one, I don't know if you know of one, Braun, that seems to allow you to manipulate fate and has weird side effects. But I do know they also have the transmuter singularity.
I'm unaware of any of them. As I'm not very well studied on them either. But there's one rumor floating around. An individual had gone looking for something similar to them, not very far away from here. Rumored to be in the ruins of the Eye of the Lake.
well, isn't that convenient?
Left one or right one?
I'm lost for much more information. You would have to talk to the people of Sharvis, and maybe they would know more.
Understood. It's kind of how fortuitous that it's heading there.
Braun, I was wondering, do you know if any of the knowledge from Draconia survived, like any like Institute of Knowledge, where we might be able to find out information on these singularities?
If there was an Institute of Knowledge, these are the people that would know, not me. Remember, I was stuck in a fucking war?
Right, sorry.
There's not much in the way of knowledges that were held on to, unfortunately.
Dang.
Well, hopefully Braun can help you with what he knows.
And Braun, if I survive, because once my adventures are done, I get back and I hear good things about you, I'll make you a body you can move in on your own.
Really? Oh, I would love to be capable of walking again. I miss wiping my ass.
Lily looks down, like down as in like sad. I do too.
And on this glorious note, we are ending the session here today, everybody. When we come back in 2 weeks, the party finally gets to do 2 missions at the same time that just so happen to be coinciding. Players, thank you all very much for playing. Viewers, thank you for watching. Hope you all had a fantastic time. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.
And Merry Christmas.
Yeah.